Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak, people. My message today, people, is to increase your self-awareness. I choose this topic today because I think it is very relevant in order for you to really grow, you know? It's like in all aspects of your life, I want you to be conscious of the words you speak. I also want you to be very conscious, even of the thoughts you're having. And I definitely want you to be very conscious and mindful of the actions that you're taking on a daily basis. See, if you really were to look at yourself from a bird's eye view and just really be outside of yourself, observing yourself, you realize that majority of the thoughts you're having, whether you realize it or not, is not really conducive to your growth and development. It's self-doubting, it's mostly negative, and it's not really that empowering. And listen to me, I'm not sugarcoating it, I'm telling it to you because I don't care how developed or how good you are, is that's something that you got to deal with. As developed or skilled that I think I am, I deal with these things, people. So much less somebody that's not as intentional about self-development as I am. So that's why I think it's very relevant for you to really focus on yourself, be aware of yourself, especially your thoughts you have, the words you speak, and your actions. Those are the three areas that I want you to increase your awareness in. In regards to thoughts, people, is I want you to be more conscious of them. Again, I always share this. We think about 10 to 50,000 thoughts a day. Now, I don't expect you to be in control of all those thoughts. That's crazy. But I want you to at least control the directions of your thought. And the way you could do that is by directing the thoughts to the things that you want, and then let the other thoughts just flow by itself. But at least direct the thoughts, because that's all I think I speak for myself. That's all I do. I don't try to control every thought. I just simply try to direct the directions of my thoughts towards the things that I want. And that's my suggestion for you, because it's a lot easier to do that than trying to micromanage all them thoughts. That's almost crazy. The next portion of it is the words you speak, people, is that, it's like, even though we have great hopes and great wishes, a lot of times the words we speak is actually contrary to what we say we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll talk, most people will, I'm not going to say talk down to yourself, but it's like you don't put yourself in the best or greatest light. You know what I'm saying? And you talk with a lot of self-doubt. My suggestion for you is this. This is something that's going to take time, people, and practice. Practice, on making sure that the words you speak, you only speak words that are conducive to your growth and development. And anything that is counter to that, you got to pause and realize that you don't want to do that, man, because it's not going to help you move forward. And of course, your actions, people, it's like most people don't realize it, but really you're like on autopilot, man. Think about it. You've been programmed for years, and you've been doing the same things for years, for decades, So it's not as easy for you to change your routines. I mean, you do it temporary. That's why most people never stay consistent with things. They're tried for a while, and then it's natural to go back to what you're normally used to doing. And I don't care who you are, man. I'm telling you these things because, again, as developed as I think I am, I struggle with these things, people, and I work on these things on a regular basis. It's so easy to go back to what you're used to doing. So my point is one of the ways how you can really work on developing, the right actions is basically realizing, okay, what actions do you need to take that's going to be new, that's a new habit, that's going to be conducive. For me, I always suggest to people, because I do it myself, is I always focus on self-development. I listen to at least, 1 to 5 books a day. Even on the worst day when I don't have the time, I listen to at least one book. You know what I mean? There's apps in the description below. Headway app, that's the one that I personally use because I can listen to an audio book while I'm driving. And it feeds your mind on a daily basis. Think about it. If every single day you're gaining new knowledge, new perspective, these are people's lives, man, that they decide to put in a book, their experience that have took them 10, 20 years. It's awesome to be able to learn the highlights of what they've learned and to be able to add that to your arsenal. Again, I already shared with you from using the 6-hour faculty of your mind. Memory is one of them, that's going to help you to generate ideas. So you have to be feeding your mind with a lot of conducive knowledge that is relevant to your growth and development. And something else too, people, is in order for you to, what you increase your awareness is that the people that you love and trust to have your best interests at heart, man. Like, I want you to be open-minded and be able to hear people's criticism of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been the way you've been for, again, decades, man, for some people, right? So it's like you have to realize that there's a lot of actions and a lot of things you might say or do that you're not even aware that you do. So if people that you trust and love is coming to you and saying, hey, man, this is something that I noticed, take it to heart, man, and at least start intentionally try to catch yourself doing or saying those things. And as you see it, obviously the next task is to go ahead and change it, But I want you to be open-minded and really be intentional about increasing your level of awareness about the things, again, that you think, the things that you say, and especially the things that you do. I want you to focus on all three of those people and increase your awareness across the board. The biggest philosophy that I have is that you cannot solve a problem that you don't identify exists. And the truth is, you will never be able to identify your problems or faults until you increase your awareness about the things you are saying, the things you're thinking, the things you're saying, and the actions you're taking. You have to increase your awareness, whether you're the one that spot them or people that love and care for you can share those things with you that they consider to be an issue or a problem. And start somewhere, man. Start working on yourself and just realize that it's a lifelong journey. There's no race here, man. This is your life. You go at your own pace, man. But bottom line is, I want you to be intentionally working on growing and developing yourself, people. Make that a lifelong commitment that you're going to continuously on a daily basis be improving on yourself and growing. And it's like the awesome thing about that reward-wise is this, is that what can you not accomplish in this world if you're growing every single day? There is nothing in this world, people, that you cannot accomplish if you make that a habit of yours where you're consistently growing and developing yourself. So my suggestion, man, is for you to take this to heart, work on increasing your awareness of yourself, and therefore you can accomplish having your amazing life on this earth at some point, whenever that is. Who cares when? This is your journey, people. My affirmation / declaration over your life, people, number one is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God that resides in both you and me is going to continue to mold you and shape you into being the amazing human being that He is destined for you to be, people. I pray that you realize that there's greatness inside of you and that you're able to do anything you put your mind to, people. With that being said, listen, y'all have an amazing day and we'll talk tomorrow.